All right, this is the 10-minute warm-up, and we're going to take this into the hips quite a bit, and we will finish this up with a few frog hops to really get things moving. So to start, bring yourself into this position. This would be Baddha Konasana in yoga, and sometimes it's called the Cobbler's pose. So that's soles, feet together, knees out wide, and pick your hands up off the floor and be sure you've put your feet in a position where you can sit upright without a whole lot of extra effort. So if your knees are really high and if you're forcing yourself to stay up, slide the feet away from you a little bit. But relax around the hips as best you can. Let your knees settle down toward the floor. And then just keep the feet in this position. Bring the hands down outside your hips. Palms down, fingertips out to the sides. Push down. Lift your seat up off the floor. And as your feet press together, just press your hips forward and then come back. And then just feel this out for a moment here. So press into your palms. Try to stay lifted between the shoulders. Keep your knees pulled out wide. And then the next time you come back toward your hands, just set yourself down. Keep the legs as they are. And then with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, lean to the right side. Right hand down, stretch your left arm right, keep your knees wide. Inhale, back up the center, reach high. Exhale, lean this left hand down, stretch your right arm left. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, lean right, take it further, keep the knees wide. Inhale, up to center. And then with the exhale, lean this left, stretch your right arm long. Inhale up to center. With the exhale, lean right one more time. Pull the left shoulder back, gaze up high. With your next inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean left again. Left hand down, pull the right shoulder back. Look up toward the ceiling, pull and just hold here. And then with an inhale, come up to center, reach high. With the exhale, this time twist right. Right hand to the floor behind, left arm outside your right thigh. Now sit up tall, crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your right shoulder. And as you're twisting, try to pull the left knee down toward the floor and just breathe. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, switch it out. Bring the left hand behind you, right arm outside your left thigh this time. And again, sit this up tall. Crown of the head toward the ceiling, look over your left shoulder. Use your right arm and press into your left leg. And try to pull that right knee down toward the floor as you're twisting. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just turn back to center, both hands down. And I'm just turning for the camera here, but just stay where you are. Keep your feet together, keep the knees set wide. And I want you to keep your legs in this diamond shape, but slide your feet forward as far as you can with the soles of the feet still in contact. And then we'll start to stretch into the hips, so the knees are still out to the sides. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Now with the exhale, reach forward and fold forward as deep as you can. Now pull the elbows in, sit up tall. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold forward, reach forward again. Pull back in, come upright. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward, reach forward again. Pull the elbows in, sit up tall. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, fold forward, reach forward again. Pull back in, bring yourself upright. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, fold forward, reach forward again. Pull back in, sit this up tall. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, fold forward, reach forward one more time, hold here. Now keep the knees wide, keep stretching forward through your fingertips. And just hold like this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull back in. Come back up, right? And then just slide the feet in close. Keep your feet together. And take hold of your knees. Knees are still wide, but lean back and want to balance this. So just sitting. So lift your feet up off the floor. Now keep your feet pulled in. Draw the heels in close and keep the knees out wide like this. And hold your balance. Reach your arms forward between your knees. Now we're going to pulse this, pulling the knees up toward the armpits. So just look forward and take this back and forth on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay balanced. Keep the knees wide. You can keep reaching the arms forward. This might be enough. If you want to make this harder, reach the arms straight up. And again, want to pulse. Bring the knees toward the armpits on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now still balancing. Reach the arms forward if you're reaching up, or just keep the arms forward. I'm going to go back and forth from here, from this upright position to lowering halfway. So just go ahead, lean this back, feet forward, feet still in contact. Pull back in, knees out wide. And then again, lower. Keep looking forward. And then pull back in. So bring yourself down, keep reaching forward, look forward. Lift back up, knees wide. And then again, lower this down, feet forward, and then pull back in and lift. Now, one more time, lower down, hold here. Keep your belly pulled in, keep your gaze forward. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release. And once you're down, bring your arms down to your side, set your feet flat on the floor, and just fold your knees side to side to loosen things up and take some of that tension out of your hips. And then bring your knees into center. We're going to take this into bridge. So while you're down, bring the feet in close. Feet, knees, hips with distance apart. Heels close enough that you can flatten your low back as much as possible. Arms at your sides, palms down. Keep your gaze high. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, press in your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, press your hips high. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, press your hips high. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, come down. Inhale, press up one more time. Stay here and keep your glutes squeezing. Now as you hold this, dig into your heels, try to pull them toward your shoulders and keep your hips lifting. And just keep holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then roll back down. Now once you come down, we're going to take another version here. So step your left foot in toward the side of the mat, and then cross the right leg over the left. So bring the right ankle past your left thigh. Keep your legs pressing together, and you're trying to set this up so the knees are in line front to back, so the right knee points up high rather than out to the side. So keep the right leg pressing to the left like this, arms at your sides, bend the elbows so the forearms are vertical, and make your hands into fists. Now just keep your gaze high, and we'll lift this up and down. So press to the left foot, lift your hips up as high as you can, and then sink straight down. Lift your hips up for 2, and then come back down. Lift this up for 3, come back down again. Lift up for 4, and then come back down. Now lift up for 5 and hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing. Keep the right leg pressing to the left. You're trying to point the right knee straight up. If you can take it further, start to lean left. Maybe reach your right arm up and to the left, but keep that right knee high. If you lifted the right arm, bring the elbow back down, and then roll back down to the floor. Take it the other way. Step the right foot down, bring it to the center of the mat. Left leg crosses over the right, left ankle past your right thigh. Now, keep the left leg tense and keep the knees in line so the legs are squeezing toward each other like this. And then just keep the forearms vertical, hands curled into fists, and up and down on this side. With an inhale, press your hips high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift this up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift your hips again. And then exhale, lower. Now inhale, bring it up one more time. Hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing. And keep that left leg pressing to the right. Keep the left knee pointed up. If you can go further, maybe reach your left arm up and to the right, but keep the legs tense like this. And then bring the left elbow down. If it's lifted, roll back down to the floor. Bring your knees to your chest and squeeze everything in. And then when you're ready, just cross at the ankles. Roll forward to a seat. And then come further to your hands in all fours. And then from all fours, we're going to take this into a forearm plank. So go ahead and bring both forearms down to the mat. And 2 ways to do this. You can keep the forearms parallel with the palms down or press the palms together. Whatever suits you best. Just find a position that lets you control your elbows, keeping them shoulder width. When you're ready, step your feet straight back and bring your body into line, legs together. And then just push your hands into the floor. Keep your spine lifted, shoulder blades spread apart. Now we're going to go back and forth from here, pulling one knee and then the other to the center of your chest. So keep lifted, keep your hands pressing down. Bring your right knee forward to the chest for 1, and then step back. Left knee forward and back. Right knee forward for 2. Step it back. Left knee forward and step back. Right knee for 3. Step back. Left knee forward and step back. Right knee for 4. Step back. Left knee forward and step back. Right knee for 5. Step it back. Left knee and step back. Right knee forward for 6. Step back. Left knee and step back. Right knee forward for 7. Step back. Left knee and step back. Right knee forward for 8. Step back. Left knee and step back. Right knee forward for 9. Step back. Left knee and step back. Right knee forward for 10. Step back. left knee, step back, and then set your knees down. And come up onto your hands in all fours. Give yourself a moment here, move around. All right, let's take this into the wrist. So just keep your hips stacked over your knees and bring the hands in close, right in front of your knees. Now flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, the fingertips point toward you. Now spread your fingers out wide, press your fingertips down, and you can take the weight back to your legs and have less pressure on the hands, or lean this further forward. But keep the tension in your hands with the fingertips pressing down. Lift your spine up toward the ceiling. And then from here, we're just going to go back and forth, flipping the hands over. So flip your right hand over, palm down, the fingertips still point toward you. Flip your left hand over as well. And then just keep on switching back and forth. Now keep your fingers pointed in toward you, and just shift your weight side to side. And just take it at your own pace. Each time you reset your hand, take a moment, spread the fingers out wide, dig your fingertips down to the floor. And just go back and forth like this. You can go as heavy or as light as you like with each hand. Now the next time you end up with the palms facing up, just hold that position. And just slide the fingertips in to touch your knees. Now keep your fingers spread wide, palms facing up, and keep the arms parallel. Look forward a little bit. And then just go back and forth. Bring your shoulders forward. Bend the elbows toward you just a little bit. And then press up to straight. And keep on moving back and forth like this. Shoulders forward, elbows pulled in. And be sure the elbows squeeze toward each other so the arms stay parallel, whether they're straight or the elbows are bent. And then just bring it forward one more time. Hold here. And then go ahead, come up onto the fingertips. And we're going to take this into a toe squat from here. So I want you to come up onto the toes, feet together, heels lifted, knees out wide, come down to sitting on your heels. And we're going to take a little bit more of that wrist stretch from here. So this time, keep the hands close so that the arms are down between your knees. And then palms down. Rotate your hands out to the sides and fingers in the direction of your feet. So set your hands flat like we had before. Fingers spread wide, fingertips digging down. Grip the floor as much as you can. And keep your heels lifted. We're going to go up and down with the hips. So as you're gripping the floor, just look down. And then lift your hips up as high as you can. And then sink down, knees out wide. Lift your hips up for 2. Keep gripping the floor. And then come back down. Bring your hips up high for 3. Sink back down again. Lift your hips up for 4. And then sink back down. Bring your hips up for 5. Come back down to your heels. Lift your hips up for 6. And then sink back down. Hips up high for 7. Sink back down again. Hips up high for 8. And then come back down. Hips up high for 9. Sink back down again. Hips up high for 10. And then sink back down. Now from here, just bring your knees down to the floor. And then come up onto the fingertips and down to sitting on your heels, and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. All right, once the hands are ready, go ahead, bring yourself to all fours. And we're going to take this into down dog. So hands are shoulder width. Tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees and bring your hips up high. And as you lift your hips, just pedal out for a moment here. Now we're going to go back and forth from this position, taking a frog hop to the front of the mat. So here's what you're going to do. You can bend the knees, sink your hips down low, and then when you hop forward, push in your hands, keep your arms straight, land on your toes, and try to land light. And then we'll just step it right back, and we'll keep going like that 10 times. If you want to bring your hips up higher, feel free. You can keep it low, but keep your hands pressing down. And again, we're just using this to warm up. So let your knees go out wide, let this warm up your hips, and keep your hands pressing into the floor. The more you can land this lightly and press your hands down, the more you're going to build some strength in the upper body as well. So from your down dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop forward. And then step back. Number 2, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, hop forward. Step it back, hips high. Number 3, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, hop forward. Step it back to down dog, hips high. Number 4, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, hop forward. Step it back, hips high. Number 5, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop forward. Step it back, hips high. Number 6, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop forward. Step it back, hips high. Number 7, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop forward. Step it back, hips high. Number 8, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop forward. Step it back, hips high. Number 9, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop forward. Step it back, hips high. And then number 10, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop forward. And this time, go ahead and bring your knees down to the floor. Come to a seat. Shake your hands out a little bit, slow your breathing down. And that is this round of the 10-minute warm-up. Thank you very much.